The NBA seems to be that one league where the best regular season team often does win the championship. 6 of the regular Boston Celtics championships came when they posted the top record in the regular season. The Los Angeles Lakers won 5 as the number 1 seed, and the Chicago Bulls dynasty took home 4 titles from that position in the 90s. But quite often, the best team in the regular season doesn't even play for the championship. I'm Justin Fraction, and today we dive into the 10 greatest NBA teams that didn't make the NBA Finals. And a big shout out to Ball is Life for suggesting this list. We do hope you enjoy this video, and if you do, feel free to click subscribe down below for more cool videos every single day. Number 10, 2004 5 Phoenix Suns. Steve Nash took home the league MVP after scoring 15.5 points and averaging 11.5 assists per game, but he was not alone. Sean Marion averaged 19.5 points per game himself, and superstar Amari Stoudemire led the team with 26 points per game. The Suns posted a 62-20 record in the regular season and faced the San Antonio Spurs in the Western Conference Finals. Tim Duncan and co. were too hot for the Suns, though, eliminating them in 5 games. Number 9, 1993-94 Seattle Supersonics. The Supersonics were powered by a future Hall of Famer in Gary Payton, who averaged 16.5 points per game. Fellow star Shawn Kemp led the team in scoring with 18.1 points per game. Seattle had 6 guys average double-digit points per game. They also had the second highest scoring offense and the third best scoring defense. It accounted for an NBA best 63 wins, except the 8th-seeded Denver Nuggets shocked Seattle in the first round, pulling an upset for the ages in a thrilling 5-game series. Number 8, 2010-11 Chicago Bulls. Derrick Rose had a career year that led him to winning the league MVP award, averaging 25 points and 7.7 assists per game. Carlos Boozer also chipped in with 17.5 points per game. But the Bulls' identity was on defense, where they ranked 2nd in the NBA, allowing just 91.3 points per game. Chicago went 62-20, which was the best record in the NBA. However, they were no match for the Miami Heat's Big Three, led by LeBron James in the Eastern Conference Finals. LeBron and company beat Chicago in 5 games. Number 7, 2005-6 San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs were looking to win their 4th championship in 7 years to add to their dynasty. They got off to a good start by going 63-19 in the regular season, holding opponents to just 88.8 points per game. Tim Duncan and Tony Parker averaged 18.6 and 18.9 points per game respectively. The Spurs met their rivals, the Dallas Mavericks, in the second round of the playoffs. Dirk Nowitzki and his crew took over and defeated the Spurs in a thrilling 7-game series. San Antonio only had to wait 1 more year for championship number 4, so things turned out well for them at least. Number 6, 2005-6 Detroit Pistons. The Pistons were looking to reach their 3rd NBA Finals in a row, and they were in prime position with one of the best starting 5s ever, beginning with star guard Chauncey Billups and the league's best defensive player in Ben Wallace. We won't exclude 2 other All-Stars in Rip Hamilton and the other Wallace Rasheed. Detroit's great defense held opponents to 90.2 points per game, and it gave them the best record in the NBA at 64-18. The Pistons met the Miami Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals, where a rising star in Dwayne Wade and a future Hall of Famer in Shaquille O'Neal overwhelmed them in 6 games. Number 5, 1971-72 Milwaukee Bucks. This Bucks team looked like they would be impossible to shut down in the playoffs. They were led by the league's all-time leading scorer and league MVP in Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who averaged 34.8 points and 16.6 rebounds per game. The Bucks also had another NBA legend in Oscar Robertson, who averaged 17.4 points per game. Bob Dandridge scored 18.4 points a game as well. Milwaukee went 63-19, eventually meeting the Los Angeles Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. But Wilt Chamberlain's squad was too much, and the powerhouse Bucks were sent home in 6 games, ending a season for the ages on a disappointing note. Number 4, 2008-9 Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland was powered by none other than LeBron James, who took home the league MVP and guided the Cavaliers to an NBA best 66-16 record. Cleveland also owned the NBA's best defense, allowing just 91.4 points per game. The Cavs cruised all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, meeting Dwight Howard's Orlando Magic. As usual, LeBron couldn't do it by himself, and Orlando eliminated Cleveland in a nail-biting 6-game series. Number 3, 2006-7 Dallas Mavericks. Coming off of a crushing loss to the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals, Dirk Nowitzki and the Mavs returned with a vengeance, finishing with the NBA's best record at 67-15. Nowitzki took home the league MVP with 24.6 points and 8.9 rebounds per game, but his supporting cast was swell too. Jason Terry averaged 16.7 points per game. and the little-known wonder Josh Howard added 18.9 points per game. Dallas met the 42-win Golden State Warriors in the first round, but the Dubs pulled off a mega upset for the ages, sending home the best team and league MVP in 6 games. It's still widely regarded as the biggest upset in NBA history. Number 2, 2015-16 San Antonio Spurs. Tim Duncan entered his swan song season hoping to match Michael Jordan's 6 NBA championships. The Spurs did their part in the regular season by winning 67 games and posting the league's best defense, allowing just 92.9 points per game. Kawhi Leonard had an MVP-like season as well, with 21.2 points per game. LaMarcus Aldridge added 18 points a game, and the Spurs still had their iconic Big Three intact. However, Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder, who were overlooked for most of the season, met the Spurs in the second round of the playoffs and sent them home in 6 games, and Duncan fell short of winning ring number 6. Oh, so close. And number 1, 1972-73 Boston Celtics. The Celtics owned the top record in the NBA with a 68-14 record. Superstar John Havlicek led the way with 23.8 points per game, but the players around him were also great. Dave Cowens posted averages of 20.5 points and 16.2 rebounds per game, and Paul Silas averaged 13.3 points and 13 rebounds per game. It was one of the best teams the Celtics ever assembled in their history, but in a thrilling 7-game Eastern Conference Finals series against the New York Knicks, Boston fell just short. In the end, it was the Knicks who took home the NBA championship, not the 68-win Celtics, who take home the top spot on our list instead. Who do you think is the greatest NBA team to miss out on the NBA Finals? Join us in the comment section below. If you liked this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.